2 years ago, I bought this rare BMW. I was looking for something interesting, trackable, and fun to drive, all for under £4,000. And what I ended up with is this. This is my 1998 BMW Z3 manual. From factory, it was painted this individual Fiji green and is known as a Fiji Edition. According to some random guy on Facebook, there were only ever 27 2.8s brought to the country in this colour. The Fiji Edition also comes with these blue Napa leather heated seats with some funky patterns on them. This car also came with an electric folding roof, aircon and an LSD. They only ever did pre-facelift Fiji editions, meaning you got the nicer rear end in my opinion, and with this being a 2.8 you also get the wide body, which I think just makes it look so much better. You also get these extremely soft looking, very 90s style 18s, so they're 17 inch, staggered, wider rear, and there isn't another wheel that suits this colour more. It's just so 90s. I love it. So in the intro I said this is a 1998 car. It is. It was just registered in 2000, which is why it's a W reg. Not entirely sure why that is. So I've had the car 2 years and a lot has happened in that time. I've never made a video on this. This is my first video on the Z3. I've only ever made 2 other videos, so hopefully there'll be a lot more coming on this. But yeah, 2 years, been some ups, downs. I think the main highlight would have been taking it to the Nürburgring last June. Did really well, did 8 laps, not much issue. It was really good to road trip in, done like 800 miles. We'll get on to the bodywork after, but I did have a mishap with the carport, which means every panel on this car has some sort of dent or scratch because my carport blew away in a storm. Yeah, other than that, I've had to daily it through winters, take it on road trips, take it to car shows. It's been good. It's been frustrating, but it's also been really good. It is a nearly 30-year-old BMW after all. Now, onto the mods. As you can see, the car's quite low. I've got it on HSD dual tech coilovers. They've been pretty good. I've had them on the air now. No complaints apart from the front's coming loose. Maybe user error. But they are a bit harsh for Northumbrian roads, I will say that. Especially on the rear with the E30 style semi-trailing arm suspension. I've also put on some Goodyear Eagle F1 asymmetric 6s. Just cracking tyre. Not cracking, just they're good, really good. I've done 8 laps of the ring with no bother. Maybe a little bit of overheating, but no extreme traction loss. Courtesy of the previous owner. It's got a full stainless catback, custom made I think. Quite loud. Get some nice pops and bangs on overrun. It drones a lot on the motorway, but It's not a motorway car. I've also got this grey suede steering wheel, which I don't know if I'm a fan of still. It was cheap. It's done a good job. Much better than the standard wheel. Some other mods include tuned ECU, raises the red line to over 7,200 RPM, makes a nice little difference. Got a strut brace. We've also got some braided brake lines and some poly bushing. But other than that, the car's quite standard. Now that the bonnet's up, might as well talk about the issues. The main issue with this car is that dirt right there. No, I'm just kidding. It's got 185,000 miles on the clock. It's obviously nearly 28 years old. So it is going to have some things wrong with it. We do have a bit of panel damage most of the way around the car from a carport taken off in the wind in a storm. This side got the brunt of it. Door, rear quarter, and the sill, and the front wing. But some of the panels on the car had been previously painted by the previous owner, and they were to a good standard. They were done with the rattle can, but it's direct gloss paint, so there's no lacquer to protect it. But that is something I do want to change with the car. I want to give it a full respray with proper stuff, 2K lacquer, and get it looking mint. Got some lovely lacquer peel, patina on the bonnet. So yeah, basically needs a full respray. I actually used to be a painter, so should be able to do a good DIY respray job. I'm going to make a video on that. Mechanically, I'd say this car's quite good for being on nearly 200,000 miles. I would like to upgrade the LSD at some point, because it's pretty weak. It's a known weak point on these cars. It was alright when I had worse tyres on, but it kind of just sometimes behaves like an open diff nowadays. Cooling is always a worry with M52s. I've already put 2 expansion tanks in. It's got a Febby one in now, so I'm hoping that'll hold. I need to sort an electric fan for this. It's already got one in. It's not very big. It was a temporary solution just to get me back on the road and driving it. The other main issue at the moment is an intermittent misfire, which happens at high RPMs, so it's either fuel related, spark related. I do think it could be spark related due to having some oil in the spark plug holes, so I'm going to do a rocker cover gasket on that. I've got that part to go on. Other than that, for a 28-year-old BMW, it's pretty good. It's usable, passes MOTs. Quite happy with it. What's it actually like to drive? When I was actually searching for a new car, I wanted something a little bit more analog compared to what I was used to. I've had the likes of a 5 Series, an FN2 Type R, I had an E46, which was a bit lazy. But I wanted something a bit more raw, a bit more analog. And to be fair, I think I hit the nail on the head with the Z3, especially with this stainless exhaust. When I first bought this car, it was on standard suspension, which was actually hilarious. It was so high up, so soft. It actually gripped up really well. It was like a 2CV almost. I had the tyres touching the floor and the body would roll either side. It was really comfortable as well, but that aspect of the car has since disappeared with fitting these HSD dual tech coilovers. Don't get me wrong, on a normal road they're perfectly fine, but I live in Northumberland. Handling wise, it's good for the most part, but that rear suspension design, especially when you lower it, isn't fantastic. The more you go down the travel at the rear, the more calmer you get, and and you feel yourself rolling onto the contact patch, which can be a bit jarring, but it did actually shine when we went on the Nürburgring. It handled so flat, gripped up. I don't even think I lost traction once, so I wasn't going 10/10ths, but did a few laps in the wet, and my friend in his E46 nearly lost it. Power-wise, this should be running about 200. 190 standard, and it's got a tuned ECU and obviously a free airflow and exhaust. So I'd expect around 200. Performance-wise, one of my mates has a Mark 6 Golf GTI, and it's pretty much on par with that everywhere we go. There's like nothing in it. It's always neck and neck. It goes to show how good these M52s are, being 30 years old, going up against something that's 15 years old. A lot more modern, a lot more efficient, but you might be able to see the bumpiness of that rear suspension. Nothing comes through the front. The front's bang on. Right, we're on some open road now, so we can let it sing a bit. As you might be able to hear, it does scream at the top end. Pops and crackles you get on overrun. Like that. They're just addictive. You know, it's not too loud, like the pops and bangs, but I don't know, they feel old school. They feel more like a classic car, which I much prefer to today's mapped in pops and bangs and burbles. And it's acceptable when it's just old school overrun. This is where the Z3 really shines, obviously. It's a summer's day, roof down, probably getting burnt. Not much on the roads. No, I definitely don't need the heated seats today. Overall, it's a great driving experience. It sounds good, handles well, and has the potential to look great with a little bit of restoration. Going forward, I want to make this car more reliable, do some fixes, and some more modifications. Overall, owning this car for the past 2 years, it's certainly been an experience. For £4,000, it's been great. You know, you can pretend it's a thinking man's M3 or something. It's not, but it is a sports car. It does have a decent 6-cylinder engine. It has to be somewhat reliable to get to 185,000 miles. Yeah, over the past 2 years, it's been a brilliant car. Certainly grabs attention. Drives pretty well, performs pretty well. Just need to sort some issues on it. Needs a bit of TLC, but I'm going to be making some videos on that. If you're watching this, you probably have a Z3, like Z3s, or like old BMWs. And if you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It will really help get the ball rolling with the YouTube channel. You know, I want to make loads of videos on this car. My E91 330i, and a load of other cars. I'll be going to events, track days. I'll be fixing both cars. I've actually got a track day booked, but with the misfire on this at the moment, I'm not going to take this. I'm going to take my daily. I will be making a video on that. That's in about a week's time. So I'll try and film the whole thing. It's my first track day, not TF at the Nürburgring. So it's going to be a learning curve, I reckon. So please subscribe, like this video, keep an eye out for new videos. Leave a comment on what you think of this old ropey Z3. Thank you ever so much for watching, and welcome to Dashboard.